he thinks you've matured and you feel more focused than you were maybe a year ago as a rookie. Do you feel like you've maybe taken a step, and maybe what have you been doing this off season and preparing for this next season?
Yeah, I feel like I'm matured. Like, you don't know what you get yourself into your first year into doing something. So this is my second year, and I feel like I learned a lot from my first year. So I know how to like overcome like whatever I had in my past years and make this year better.
We'll go Andrew Mason, followed by Zach Stevens. Go ahead, Andrew.
Hey, Jerry, a couple of questions for you. First of all, there were a lot of good videos that you put out there of training, like running in the sand, that kind of thing. Which of those drills do you feel like helps you the most in terms of taking the next step?
With the sand, you mostly want to keep a lot off your legs. So with the sand, you can do a lot more with the sand without putting a lot of pressure or anything on your legs. So that's what mostly I was on the sand for.
Okay, and also working with Teddy Bridgewater the last week or so, what are your observations on him, and what do you think of the kind of quarterback as he is and the kind of passes he throws?
I feel like he's a great quarterback. He more of he know how to anticipate. I feel like he's good at anticipating where the player's gonna be at. So I feel like that's a good thing he do.
Let's go Zach Stevens, followed by Nick Kosmider. Go ahead, Zach.
Hey, Jerry, what did you think when the Broncos drafted Patrick Surtain, and what's it been like going up against a former teammate out here these past couple of weeks?
I thought they drafted a great player. I've been going against Surtain since Alabama, so I know him coming over here was going to be great work for the receivers. That he's a smart guy, great dude, and know the game very well. And he's really mature for his age.
Let's go Nick Kosmider, followed by Ryan O'Halloran. Go ahead, Nick.
Hey, Jerry, curious what the impact has been having Cortland kind of around and actually on the field with you guys. What's it been like to kind of have his energy, on the field as he works his way back?
It's been good. Cortland, he's one of the older guys on the receiver group. So it's good to have him out there. Having coaching up the younger guys and stuff like that. So you learn a lot from Court. Him being here 3 years. So you can learn a lot from him when he's on the field.
Let's go Ryan O'Halloran, followed by Eric Delala. Go ahead, Ryan.
Hey, Jerry, being in the same offense now for a second straight year, how does that allow you to move quicker during this offseason program and really pick up where you left off?
Being this my second year, you just know the plays, the tempo of the play, the timing of the play, so that really helps you on the time when you're route running and know what to do in this route and what not to do, just because how familiar I am with the plays. So it really helped me a lot on becoming a better route runner and knowing the timing of the play.
If you no longer have a question, please lower your hand. We'll go Eric Delala, followed by Troy Rank. Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, Jerry, I wanted to ask you about the route running because last year there was a lot of attention on how NFL ready you were, but where in route running can you improve and how much room for improvement do you think you have in that part of your game?
Just route running, just knowing when to do, not to do too much, knowing just do the right amount. That's the biggest thing, really. Just like I said, just knowing the timing of the play, know what you can and cannot do on that play. That's basically it for real.
We'll go Troy Rank, followed by Arnie Stapleton. Go ahead, Troy. Oh, Troy might still be muted. Go ahead now, Troy.
Jerry, I have a couple questions for you real quick. When you did that video of you running through the streets, were you here in Colorado when you did the helmet? What was the purpose of it? Is it altitude training and the helmet, it just adds more of a game condition or practice condition?
No, I see what happened was I came from training. I was training and I felt like, man, I need some conditioning. So I was already home when I thought about it. I was like, I need some more conditioning. So I just threw my helmet on, went out there and just ran. That's basically it. It was nothing. I ain't planning to go out to go outside running day. It just happened like that.
Did anyone say anything to you? The neighbors or anyone say anything?
Yeah, a neighbor came, like you can see on the video, a neighbor came and just tell me her name and was talking and stuff, introduce herself, stuff like that. So that's it really.
And again, I know how hard you worked in college, and now when you went back and watched the film, was it a technique issue on drops? It looks like we see a guy, you just nails right now. Did you go to the jugs machine? Did you alter anything from technique? What was the process after the season when you look back?
Mostly concentration and focus on the ball. I'll be so quick to catch and run and hurry up and make a play instead of catch first, then run. So that's mostly what it is. Just try to make a play too fast and not focus on the bigger picture, which is catching the ball first.
We got time for a couple more. Go ahead, Jeff.
Jerry, you said earlier you learned a lot last year. Can you sort of describe one or two things specifically you take away when you say you learned a lot?
The biggest thing for me, like the timing of plays, that's the biggest thing for me. You know, you want to get a certain spot in a certain place, like that exact timing. So knowing how to make the defender move where you want to be and get to that spot at that timing of the play, that was the biggest thing for real. So yeah, that's how I learned the most.
How do you sort of work on something like that without other people?
That's just knowing the plays, like going over your plays, knowing the quarterback progression, knowing that you're the third read in the play, so you got a little bit more time than the first and second read, stuff like that. Just knowing the play.
Thank you.
Got time for two more. We'll go ahead and hit Luke Patterson. Go ahead, Luke.
Hey, Jerry, thanks for taking the time. You and KJ Hamler were both drafted to Denver last year. Can you talk a little bit about KJ Hamler's development heading into year 2 with the Broncos offense?
He created doing good. You know, I feel like he got a lot bigger, a lot stronger. He being more confident in knowing the plays. I feel like he's been doing good this year. You know, just progressing each and every day.
Troy, do you have another one?
No.
Jeff, do you have another one?
I do not. I was lowering my hand as you speak.
Okay, let's go ahead and end with Arnie Stapleton. Go ahead, Arnie.
Hey, Jerry. So there's a quarterback competition, 50-50. In a weird way, is this a good thing for you? You're talking about, focusing a little bit extra on, every single thing with your receptions. Having two guys throwing to you, is that maybe beneficial at this point right now?
It kind of is, because, both of the guys, they got a different type of spiral or air to the ball. Drew more of a hard drill, and Teddy more of a floater. So, you just got to adjust how certain way they throw the ball. So you really got to focus on each person on catching the ball when it come out of their hands.